Morning students. So today we will start the remaining part of the poem number 8 on killing a tree by Givi Patel. So first of all we will discuss again the stanza number 3 of this poem. No, the root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. Anchoring earth मतलब पृथ्वी जो वृक्ष को सुरक्षित रूप से पकड़े रहती है. It is to be robbed, tied and pulled out, snapped out. Snapped out means काट कर बाहर निकाला जाना. और pulled out entirely या पूरी तरह से खींचकर बाहर निकालें. Out from the earth cave. Earth cave वह स्थान जहां जड़ जमीन से जुड़ी होती है. That part is called earth cave. And the strength of the tree exposed. और वहां उस पेड़ की जो ताकत है वो खुले में छोड़ देते हैं. The source white and wet, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. और वह जड़ बिल्कुल सफेद और गीली होती है जो सबसे संवेदनशील भाग होता है जो इस पृथ्वी के नीचे कई सालों तक छुपा हुआ रहता है. तो कवि यहाँ इस स्टैंजा में हमें बताना चाहता है कि वृक्ष को यहाँ वहां से काट देना पर्याप्त नहीं होगा. अगर हमें किसी भी पेड़ को जड़ से समाप्त करना है, काटना है, तो सबसे पहले हमें वृक्ष की जड़ को जमीन से खींचकर निकालना होगा. उसके बाद उस जड़ को जो वृक्ष को दृढ़ता पूर्वक पूरी ताकत से उस स्थान पर पकड़े रहती है, वृक्ष की जड़ को रस्सी से बांधना होगा तथा झटके से बाहर खींचना होता है. जड़ को उस बिंदु से बाहर खींचना होता है जहां वह पृथ्वी से जुड़ी हुई होती है. वृक्ष की जड़ जो उसकी शक्ति का स्रोत होती है, जो जमीन से बाहर निकालकर खुले में छोड़ा जाता है ताकि उसे नष्ट किया जा सके. सफेद रंग की तथा गीली जड़ वृक्ष का सर्वाधिक संवेदनशील भाग होती है क्योंकि यह वर्षों तक जमीन के भीतर छिपकर रहती है. So now see the explanation of this stanza in English. It won't do to hack and chop the tree. The root has to be pulled out of the earth that holds the tree firmly and strongly in place. The root of the tree is to be tied with a rope and pulled out with a jerk. It has to be pulled out from the point where it is attached to the earth. The root of the tree, which is the source of its strength, has to be laid in the open and exposed to be destroyed. White and wet, the root is the most sensitive part of the tree as it remains hidden for years inside the earth. Now see the last stanza of this poem. Then the matter of scorching and choking. Scorching and choking means सुखा देना या पूरी तरह से दम घोट देना. In sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting, withering and then it is done. अब जब हम उस वृक्ष की जड़ को बाहर खींचकर निकाल दिया, तब हमने उसे खुले में छोड़ दिया, तो शेष बचता है वृक्ष को धूप में डालकर सुखाना, हवा में इसका दम घोटना, कटे हुए वृक्ष को जला देने वाली धूप में छोड़ दिया जाता है तथा हवाओं को इस पर से बहने दिया जाता है. धीरे धीरे हरे से यह भूरे रंग का हो जाता है, कठोर हो जाता है, बल खा जाता है और सूख जाता है और इसे मारने की जो प्रक्रिया है वो अंततः समाप्त हो जाती है. So here in these lines the poet wants to convey that what remains to be done to the earth after the root has been pulled out and exposed it is to dry it up in the sun and chalk it in the air. The cut down tree is left to dry up in the scorching heat of the sun and chalked up by letting the winds blow over it. Gradually it turns brown, from green hardens, twists and withers away. Then the process of killing it ends. This was the complete explanation part of this poem. Now let's discuss about the question answer part of this poem. So now see the question number 1 of short answer type. Let's know more. Question number 1 is why does it take much time to kill a tree? यहाँ पूछा जा रहा है कि एक पेड़ को मारने में इतना समय क्यों लगता है. So killing a tree is a time consuming job. एक पेड़ को समाप्त करना एक समय कंज्यूम करने वाला जॉब है. A tree grows to its full size by consuming nutrients from the earth's crust. it absorbs sunlight, air and water for years, so it is not easy to kill it. Now see question number 2. Do you agree with the point that a tree cannot be killed by hacking and chopping? Why? Yes, I do agree with the point. It is not possible to kill a tree by chopping off few of its branches. Its bleeding bark heals up with time and sprouts new green twigs which become full-size branches if left untouched. See question number 3. Why it is necessary to pull out the to kill a tree? So answer is, it is not enough to cut down a few branches of a tree to kill it, as they are replaced by new ones. It is the root that has to be pulled out. In its roots lies the strength of a tree. The root of a tree is the source of its life and growth. The next question number 4. The root of a tree is as vital to its life as the heart to the life of a man. Discuss. The root has the same place in the life of a tree as the heart in the life of a man. It is the root that absorbs water and nutrients for the tree from the earth. It is thus the source of its strength and growth. Now see question number 5. How can the root be killed? So answer is, the root has to be pulled out of the earth by tying up a rope around it. Then it is to be exposed to the winds. This will dry up the sap flowing through it and the root will die, being sensitive. Now see question number 6. What remains to be done to kill a tree finally? After cutting down a tree, its roots is pulled out of the tree. The root is exposed to the winds which kills it. The branches and the trunk are left to dry up in the sun. They turn brown, harden, disfigure, wither and die. Now see the question number 7. Does the poet really expect us to learn about killing a tree? Argue on this statement. No, it is not so. The poet is sad at the deforestation which is taking place to acquire forest land for other uses. His tone is sarcastic, ironical and bitter while he is describing the method for killing a tree. For him, a tree is no less than a human being and must be saved. Now see the question number 8. This poem is a social critic. Examine. So answer is, the poem examines our attitude towards trees. Through a poem on killing a tree, the poet brings out the violent and selfish nature of human beings who kill the trees mercilessly by hacking, chopping and pulling out of their roots. Ironically, the poem seems to be about killing a tree, but it is not so. So this was the complete question answer part of this poem. So this is the complete explanation and question answer part of this poem. If you have any doubt or any confusion, then you can contact to me. So if you have any doubt or any confusion, you can contact to me on my personal number. Till then, thank you very much.